me, Mr. McGow. Let's first get our brains warmed up by doing a little mental math. So you're going to need a paper and a pencil to do this activity. Write mental math at the top of your paper and then number it 1, 2, 3. We'll do 3 mental math questions. Mental math is going to be about factors. I will give you a number and your job is to write all of the factors that you can for that number. I recommend using factor pairs. Those are the 2 numbers you multiply together to get the product. Let's go ahead and get started on number 1. First number is going to be 12. Write all of the factors for 12. All right, the factors for 12 would be 1, 12, 2, and 6, 3, and 4. Those are all the factors for 12. If you have them, give yourself a star. Mental math number 2. List all of the factors for 27. 27 is an odd number. Does it have factors? Of course it has factors. All whole numbers have factors. All right, here are all of the factors of 27. 1, 27, 3, 9. That's all, just 4 factors. Give yourself a star if you got those 4 factors. Let's move on to number 3. Number 3 is the number 80. Can you list all of the factors for the number 80? Go ahead and do that. Man, 80 has a lot of factors. Get ready for all of these factors. There are 10 factors in 80. Here they are. 1, 80, 2, 40, 4, 20, 5, 16, and 10, and 8. It's a lot of factors. Now that our brains are warmed up, let's move on to the lesson. Before we get started on the lesson, you need to know this word. It's called conjecture. What? Conjecture. What it means is an educated guess. You have to make a guess about something and then you have to prove it. In math, you have to prove it using math that your idea is true. We're going to go ahead and look at this. Of course, you're going to need a pencil. You're going to need your student's math journal. And you're going to turn to page 261. Let's go over to that page and get busy. All right, here we have this page 261. We're going to talk a little bit about what Miss Soto is up to. Miss Soto is setting up chairs for math night. She loves math like me. Her room cannot fit more than 35 chairs. That's good because that's about all I can count to. It'd be better if she could count 1 more. Whatever. She places the same number of chairs in each row. As she sets up the chairs, she makes up a problem for her class with these clues. Oh, Miss Soto is making a riddle. I'm ready, Miss Soto. Give me some clues. Clue A, when there are 2 chairs in each row, there is 1 leftover chair. Clue B, when there are 3 chairs in each row, there is 1 leftover chair. Clue C, when there are 4 chairs in each row, there is still 1 leftover chair. Clue D, when there are 5 chairs in each row, there are no leftover chairs. Use the clues to figure out how many chairs Miss Soto set up. Joy, one of Miss Soto's students, made a conjecture, that's an educated guess using math, that Miss Soto set up 13 chairs. You're going to work by yourself you're going to use these clues. You can draw pictures or counters to show your thinking, and you have to say whether you agree with Joy or you disagree with Joy. And you also have to explain your thinking. Go ahead, stop the video here and get busy. Let's talk about how I would go about this. I'm going to go clue by clue and see if I agree with Joy and her thinking. She's saying there's 13 chairs. So first thing it says, clue A, when there are 2 chairs in each row, then 1 chair is left over. So I've got her 13 chairs. There's a row with 2 chairs. Row with 2 chairs. Row with 2 chairs. Boom! Here are the chairs. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 1 chair left over. Clue A says when there are 2 chairs in each row, 1 chair is left over. Joy, this checks out. So far, I agree with you, but there are 4 clues, so we're not finished. Let's go ahead and set up clue number 2. Clue number 2 says when there are 3 chairs in each row, there's 1 left over. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting 3 chairs in each row. Boom, again, when I check Joy's thinking with 3 chairs in each row, 3, 6, 9, 12, there is 1 left over. Joy, you're doing a great job. I am agreeing with you on those 2. Clue A, clue B, working out great. Clue C says when there are 4 chairs in each row, there is still 1 chair left over. I'm going to go ahead and prove that and see if that is true. I'm going to start putting 4 chairs into each. Joy, boom, again. I love your conjecture so far. Clue A, it checks out. Clue B also checks out. Clue C checks out. Joy, we got one more clue. When there are 5 chairs in each row, there are no chairs left over. I'm going to go ahead and put 5 chairs in each row and see how that checks out. Let me go ahead and get started. You can go ahead, you can move up. I'm going to start getting all of these chairs, 5 chairs in each row. Uh-oh. Joy, that's not good, because when I put 5 chairs in each row, it did not check out. 3rd graders, I am going to have to disagree with Joy, but I don't want to hurt her feelings. But her conjecture just isn't right. But knowing the math behind it is really important. So unfortunately, I'm just going to have to break the sad news to Joy. Clue B, Clue C, all checked out. But when I checked Clue D, it didn't work out. So guess what? I am going to have to disagree with you. I'm going to go ahead and write that up in my explanation and explain why I don't agree with you. Here is my explain my thinking or my reasoning. I wrote, Joy, I am going to make a mathematical argument against your conjecture. When I checked out each clue, Clue A, Clue B, and Clue C worked out. However, Clue D did not work out. When I checked it, there were 3 chairs left over, not none. You are going to have to try again. Poor Joy. But I know that she's got some grit and she wants to keep trying. 3rd graders, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, now that you helped Joy with her conjecture, you could come up with a solution for Miss Soto's problem. Well, guess what? That's not today's assignment, but that is tomorrow's assignment. And that tomorrow's assignment is going to be done in Seesaw. Can't wait to see your work. That's it for math today. Have a great afternoon.